Well, what a game that I just saw. Unfortunately, for all the wrong reasons. What a game that I just saw for the wrong reasons. What the hell did I just watch tonight? What did I just watch again? Leafs not only cough up a 2-0 lead, but they come back from a 6-4 deficit, and the Kings ruin a Leafs comeback. Not only that, but the Leafs lose 7-6 to the Los Angeles Kings in overtime, and they end the Californian road trip with a pity point. God forbid the freaking pity point. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. What did I just saw tonight against the Los Angeles Kings? A first round exit team. It's just unbelievable that the Leafs come into Los Angeles, they come into California, and they play one of a road burner and blow this damn game to pieces. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So who starts in net for the Leafs? Joseph Woll. Who starts in net for the Kings? I think it was Darcy Comfer. I think that's what it is. All right, so now we get to the game. In the first period of the game, it looked promising because the Leafs started off strong. First off, Max Domi pickpockets the Kings player, and we let a guy. And then, of course, the great thing we saw was Matthew Nyes, who opened the scoring for the who opened the scoring for the Leafs, and the Leafs take a 1-0 lead in La La Land. Okay, good stuff. All right, Leafs take a penalty. That's not really good, but however, the Leafs encounter back with a shorthanded goal by Steven Lorentz off of a turnover, and the Leafs take a 2-0 lead. And okay, we're feeling good about it. Okay, 2-0 lead against the Leafs. 2-0 lead against the Los Angeles Kings. Like, that's good. That is until the Kings started coming back on you in the second period. And this is where I didn't like it. Okay? First off, oh God. A power play goal to allow Quinton Byfield to score. Joseph Woll has the puck. He turns it over to I believe one of the Kings players, and we allowed Quinton Byfield to score. The Kings get on the board. It's 2-1 Kings. And then of course, the second goal, this is where everything tied it up for the Los Angeles Kings. Adrian Kempe scored. Tie game for the Los Angeles Kings. And then of course, the two no goals that comes into play. I'm talking, oh boy, 2 no goals. Bull. The first one came off of a goal which was a deflection. Morgan Riley scores, and the Leafs retake the lead, and I'm like, all right. And the Los Angeles Kings challenge the play for offside, no goal. And then meanwhile, Nick Robertson scores. Nope, refs wave that off. They wash it off because of too many men on the ice. No goal on the Leafs. Are you kidding me? That was not a no goal by Morgan Riley and Nick Robertson. That was a good goal by them. But first off, your player's offside. John Tavares was offside, and of course, you allowed in your many players to get off the ice. I don't care. Either Nick Robertson or Morgan Riley's goals count. It doesn't matter if it's either too many men on the ice or offside. That was 100% bull. I don't care. That is ridiculous. But then, oh God, not good. But then, of course, Leafs, get a power play. And John Tavares scores on the power play. The Leafs take a 3-2 lead. And then, of course, former New York Ranger Artemi Panarin scores to tie the game up for the Kings. But then, of course, Leafs go on the power play again, and Easton Cowan scores. Leafs take a 4-3 lead at the end of the second period, which result in Scott Lockton getting called for cross-check. Yeah, bad, tough freaking crap, young man. But I still hate the Scott Lockton trade because Lockton got taken away by the Los Angeles Kings for, wait for it, a draft pick. Unbelievable. And then this is where things started off pretty poorly. Okay? Samuel Hellenson, whoever his name is. Hellenis. Oh no, excuse me, not try it again. That's for the later goal. Sorry about that. This is when the Kings score not 1, not 2, but 3 unanswered goals. First off, Adrian Kempe scores. Tie game. Samuel Hellenis scores. The Kings take a 5-4 lead. And then Alex Laferriere scores. 6-4 for Kings. 6-4? Are you kidding me? That's a freaking glow. But then there's hope. Okay? First off, Nick Robertson scores. The Leafs are down by 1. It's 6-5 Kings. Okay, we have a shot. And then, of course, the Kings turn over the puck, and Matthew Knies scores. We got a tie game, baby. We got a tie game. That's beautiful. We got a tie game. And then overtime comes in. Oh, this is where it's supposed to get interesting, because I know I was happy that the Leafs won in overtime over the Ducks. But then this is where it hurts, okay? The Leafs catch a break. William Nylander goes on the breakaway, and he fans on it. And then, of course, the Kings come in, and the same dude that made the Leafs blow a 2-0 lead in November, that same idiot, Quinton Byfield, scores the game winner. That's the game. That's the game. What in the hell was that tonight? In La La Land? Are you serious? In Hollywood? You lose to the Los Angeles Kings, who's going to get routed in the first round or might miss the playoffs. And the Leafs blew not only a 2-0 lead, they came back from a 6-4 deficit, and the Kings ruined it. The freaking Kings ruined it. Oh my goodness sakes. Los Angeles. The worst city to lose in was to lose to the Kings. Now, I had bad feelings this was coming, because I thought at least we're going to win this game in overtime. I thought for a moment that William Nylander had the game had the puck in his stick. He had the game in his stick. Right there, until the Kings go, they go, here I come to save the day, to not only ruin the Leafs' comeback, but to make the Leafs blow a 2-0 lead. Unfreaking believable. Oh my god. And you know what the funny part? And you know what the worst part is? Those 2 disallowed goals. Bull. That was unbelievable. If this game didn't go into overtime, the Leafs would have won this game 8-7 or 8-6 if those 2 goals weren't disallowed. But the refs completely gave the Kings every call going their way, and they got everything they got. What a freaking joke of a game. Los Angeles, I've said this before in November 2025. I'm going to say here in April. LA, not only you should be ashamed for ruining the Leafs' comeback, but you should also be ashamed of yourself for making the Leafs blow a 2-0 lead. It's just disgraceful. And people are celebrating because the Leafs lost to the Kings. And the infamous thing I can say, just looking at the scoreboard, I see 2 infamous numbers that represents, oh yeah, a freaking meme. 6-7. That's one of the most disgusting memes I've seen. Like, come on, bro. Not this again. I've had it with this whole 6-7 bull crap. It's just, ugh. Unbelievable. It's not funny. Just say 7-6 and go from there. Oh, and the Los Angeles Kings made fun of the Leafs because, the last time the Leafs won the Stanley Cup was 1967. And let's add the 2 infamous numbers, 6 and 7, all together and call it a day. I swear to God, LA. I swear to Christ, man. I swear. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny that you want to mock the Leafs. How would you mock your own team for not making it past the first round since after you won their Stanley Cup in 2014? Focus on that, not on my team. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable that this team lost to the Los Angeles Kings. Right after when the Leafs got eliminated from playoff contention which was horror crap. It was horse crap. Unbelievable. Leafs lost this game on purpose just so we can get a draft pick. That's a joke. A freaking joke. Yeah, I got nightmares from Los Angeles. From every team I can think of it for Los Angeles. The World Series, where the Blue Jays lost the World Series, where the Dodgers made the Leafs blow a 3-0 lead. Freaking Miguel Rojas. And then, of course, Quinton Byfield makes the Leafs blow a 2-0 lead in November. God bless it. And then Rui Hachimura scores a buzzer beater against the Raptors. No more LeBronto BS. And now Quinton Byfield does it again, making the Leafs blow a 2-0 lead. And I'm still telling you that was BS. It's just unbelievable. Why can't this team just win? Now they're eliminated. They're already eliminated from playoff contention. I know they're gonna lose games trying to get a draft pick, but that's pretty much it. The borderline. This is just borderline BS, man. Borderline BS. The Leafs lost to the Los Angeles Kings, and they blew a 2-0 lead to the Kings, and the Leafs and the comeback gets ruined by Quinton Byfield again. What a joke! What a joke! This is ridiculous. And, yeah, that sucked, really. So the next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they come back home. They go and play against the Washington Capitals. And I'm hoping to God if the Leafs can at least win, or it doesn't matter, Leafs got to do something. Got to have a better performance than this. I mean, it is close. Leafs were this close to winning this game, only for the Hoggots to rip it away from us. Nice going, NHL. You completely screwed it up royally. I don't care now. You royally screwed it up. Alright, so before I end this Leafs loss to the Los Angeles Kings rant, there's a certain guy that's already retiring from the NHL this season. After this season's over, he's done. It was Andre Kopitar, whom of course had a fabulous career. Really good player. Really good. He was a really good player, and he won 2 Stanley Cups. So really good career for Kopitar, and I salute you, Kopitar. So again, that was the last time you'll ever see Andre Kopitar play his game. This is the last time that he will be playing against the Leafs as a King. And he'll be done. His NHL career is coming to an end, and it's understandable. I mean, nothing lasts forever, and that's how she rolls. So again, what a good career for Andre Kopitar. Really good career by him. But not impressed with the fact that the Leafs blew a 2-0 lead to the Kings again, which is unbearable. That was the swan song, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.